We've got these incredibly powerful AI assistants today, right? They can write code for us, plan entire vacations, even help us manage our crazy schedules. But for all that brain power, every single one of them has this one huge, frustrating flaw. In this quote, it just nails the problem. I mean, think about it. Every time you open up a new chat with your AI assistant, you are starting from scratch. Absolute zero. All that context you built up, all the preferences you mentioned, all the little details from your last conversation, poof, gone.
So what if? What if your AI remembered everything? Not just for one conversation, but forever. Imagine an assistant that actually learns your communication style, that knows your research interests, that understands your long-term goals, an assistant that gets smarter about you over time.
This really is the heart of the issue with today's agents. For all their brilliance, they're basically digital amnesiacs. They're stuck in this state of constant forgetfulness. And honestly, that's the biggest thing holding them back from being truly amazing partners in our lives.
It's called session-based amnesia. You can spend a whole hour explaining some super complex project, getting the AI perfectly up to speed, and then the next day, it has absolutely no clue what you're talking about. It's just wildly inefficient, you have to repeat yourself constantly, and it means the AI never really gets what you're trying to do.
But what if we could finally fix this? Well, there's a new framework called memU that's been designed to do exactly that. It introduces this really powerful new concept called proactive memory. And listen, this isn't just about remembering stuff. It's about the AI anticipating what you're going to need next.
That word proactive, that's the real game changer here. You never have to say, hey, AI, remember this. It's just always on, always paying attention, learning from every single thing you do, and figuring out what's important all by itself. This is a totally different way of thinking about AI memory.
And this comparison really shows you the night and day difference. Current AIs, they have what's called reactive memory. It's passive. It only holds on to information you specifically tell it to, and only for that one session. But proactive memory is always on. It learns on its own, and it builds this persistent, constantly evolving understanding of you.
So how does this all work? Well, the architecture is actually pretty brilliant. It uses two loops running in parallel. So you've got your main AI assistant, and it's handling your requests like it always does. But at the same time, running silently in the background is this memU bot. It's watching everything, pulling out key facts and preferences, and getting context ready for what you might need next. And the two are always synced up, which means the main agent just keeps getting smarter with every interaction.
Now, to make this whole thing easier to wrap your head around, the creators came up with a really fantastic analogy. They decided to treat the AI's memory just like a computer's file system.
And as soon as you see it this way, the whole thing just clicks. Think about it. The folders on your computer, those are like auto-organized categories for memories. The files inside, those are specific memory items, a fact, a personal preference, a new skill it's learned. It takes this abstract idea of an AI's mind and makes it something familiar, something we can all understand.
And here's what that could actually look like. You could literally browse through the AI's memory like you're clicking through folders. You could pop open the Preferences folder and see a file on your communication style. It's organized, it's transparent, and it's incredibly powerful.
Okay, so the theory is cool and all, but what does an AI with this kind of memory actually do? Let's dive into some real-world examples to see how this all comes to life.
First up, imagine a personal research assistant. It watches your browsing habits, it learns what topics you're into, and it even tracks which authors and sources you trust. And then, one morning, it just messages you, hey, I found 3 new papers on quantum computing, and one is from that lab you really like. It's anticipating what you need before you even think to ask.
Or how about email? We all struggle with email. After learning your communication style, the agent could start drafting replies to routine messages in your voice. It could automatically sort and prioritize your inbox, flag urgent emails from important people, and even spot scheduling conflicts before you do. It basically becomes a co-pilot for your inbox.
Let's talk about finance. An AI could learn your personal risk tolerance just by looking at your past decisions. Then, if a stock you own suddenly dips, it could ping you and say, hey, the market data suggests this might be a buying opportunity. And based on your past behavior, this is a price point you usually find attractive. That is personalized, context-aware financial monitoring 24/7.
So when you put it all together, what does this mean for the future? Well, it feels like we're on the edge of a big shift, moving away from these simple, forgetful tools and towards something much, much more meaningful.
And look, this isn't just a cool idea. This stuff actually works. When they tested it on a benchmark for complex reasoning tasks,
memU hit a 92.09% average accuracy score. That's real data, showing that these proactive memory operations are incredibly reliable.
So the big takeaway here is this. Proactive memory isn't just about the AI having a bigger database, it's about building the foundation for an AI that develops a genuine long-term understanding of who you are, what you care about, and how you think. That's what finally turns an AI from just a tool into a true collaborative partner.
I mean, this is the kind of leap that unlocks a whole new world of personalization and automation, and it could completely change our relationship with technology. So it really makes you wonder, if you had an AI assistant with a perfect proactive memory, what incredible things would you build with it?